Leather fern is such a wonderful foliage. You can use it in traditional designs, vases, or foam, and contemporary designs. It really can go any direction. You can take a beautiful leaf, pare it down, place it in the foam, and have the start of a lovely design. Then it pairs with so many other foliages. The dramatic monstera leaf, setting it right down underneath. A little bit of the ruscus, the broadleaf. You can add that and enhance. Adding bits and pieces throughout. It's even fun. Take a piece and strip it down to where you accent the gorgeous stem. It's so strong, so sturdy. Get down to just a tip of fern, maybe even one more off. And then extend it very tall, up, out over the top. To cover the mechanics of the foam, little bits of moss, some sphagnum moss tucks underneath, adds texture, little different coloration of green. And you can see, my goodness, just the 3 foliages and a little bit of moss, you have the beginnings of a very, very lovely contemporary design. The addition of one perfect spike of Cymbidium orchids, cutting it down a little bit, and angling it in right with the foliage, nestling it down in there so it's nice and sturdy. And then a couple more bits of leather fern, maybe a small piece to visually base the back side, and then using the laterals to come out and break the line on the front side. Just a little bit more right off to the side to help balance that beautiful monstera leaf. The drama of the design just needs a little enhancement. Some curly willow to create some movement, adding to the rhythm of the design. Just cutting it down and then placing it into the foam at a strong angle. And using a tiny, tiny piece of bind wire, don't need very much, bringing it up and over and lashing it directly to the stem of orchids so that it feeds through the arrangement, drawing the eye from one side up and over to the other. Clipping off the extra. And then one more piece. Again, cutting it down quite a bit, just needing the tip. Bringing it around to the front, underneath the monstera leaf, so it brings movement down to the front of the arrangement. And then bring that back and tie it into place. Again, just a little tiny bit of bind wire will secure it so that it doesn't go anywhere. Then we need to add to the accent area. Right now everything's happening at the top of the bouquet, which is gorgeous, but there's nothing to really carry your eye down to the bottom. So I've chosen just some vibrant, vibrant leucadendron, snapping it off, using it low, tucked under. Picking up that same coloration as the orchid has and drawing your eye down to the bottom of the arrangement. And then back towards the center. Even a little bit of hypericum berry, the softer brown. Removing all the leaves. I don't care for those leaves. They get in the way of my leather fern. I'm just nestling it in and then doing the same thing on the back. Anytime you do something on the front, you don't want to forget the back side. Turn it around and bring that color to the back so that you carry it on around, making it look beautiful, front, back, side to side, all the way around. Leather fern, it's a classic. Yes, it's traditional, but it's certainly not old-fashioned. What do you think? Isn't it fabulous? I personally don't know what I would do without leather fern. I think of it in the same way as when I go to the grocery store and I'm gathering up the necessities of life. Gotta have milk, gotta have eggs, gotta have bread, and maybe a little chocolate, and some cheese. As a florist, I've got to have my leather fern. I don't know how I would live without it. How about you?